So welcome everyone. So yesterday we have taken some very important topics in relation to relevant facts, and which included how conduct is relevant, and another one in relation to defensive side, that is a plea of alibi under section 9 we have discussed in detail. So from now we will be starting from section 10. So section 10, it deals with the facts which allows the court to determine damages, the amount of damages to be awarded in a particular case. So basically this section is used in civil side. So any fact which helps the court to determine the award of damages or the type of damages, that fact will be a relevant fact. So let's take an example. So let's take an illustration. So A and B entered into an contract. So the contract was that A was to sell his house to B at given price of 10 lakhs. So A committed breach of contract. So A committed breach of contract. Now B filed suit for specific performance, and along with that he also claimed compensation for the breach of the contract. So here any fact which shows A's negligent conduct or his omission to fulfill his contractual obligation, his any act, any omission, or any type of thing which helps the court to determine the amount of compensation to be provided to B will be a relevant fact. So section 10, it is basically used in civil side, in which it helps the court to determine the amount of damages to be paid to the aggrieved party. So section 10 has very minimal usage. So let's proceed further. So section 11, it deals with the custom. So what is a custom? Custom is the set of rules or practices that are being followed for time immemorial. Time immemorial means for very long period of time, which has been followed by the people of the previous generations, and it is continued by the next coming generations. So any custom or any right, when there is a question regarding existence or any extent of any right or any custom, so that question will be a relevant fact, and in which any transaction in which that custom is created, or it is claimed by any person, or it is modified, or it is recognized or asserted or denied by any party, so that transaction under which the custom or right is created or modified, that transaction will be a relevant fact. And along with that, any particular instance, in any particular instance in which the custom was claimed, or it was created, or it was recognized, or it was exercised, or it was disputed, in which one party claimed and other party denied, and that particular instance will be a relevant fact. So section 11 deals with how a custom will be a relevant fact and how it will be proved. So we have completed section 10 and 11. Now proceeding to the section 12 of the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam. So section 12 deals with the state of mind or body or bodily feelings. So any fact showing existence of any state of mind, such as intention, knowledge, good faith, negligence, rashness, ill will or goodwill towards any particular person, or showing the existence of any state of body or bodily feeling. So those state of mind towards any relevant fact or fact in issue, the main important thing is that state of mind or bodily feeling towards the relevant fact or fact in issue, that state of mind or bodily feeling will be relevant. So let's take an example. Suppose A committed theft in house of B. So before committing an offense of theft, A had dishonest intention in his mind to take property of B and to cause wrongful loss to the B and get wrongful gain. So here in mind of A, there is a dishonest intention. So that dishonest intention towards fact and issue. What is fact and issue? His commission of offense of theft. So here dishonest intention, that is the state of mind that will be relevant under section 12. You got my point? So ਬੰਦੇ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਤੀਕਿਰਿਆ ਵਾ ਟੁਵਾਰਡਸ ਦੀ ਫੈਕਟ ਇਨ ਇਸ਼ੂ ਔਰ ਰੈਲੇਵੈਂਟ ਫੈਕਟ, ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਰੈਲੇਵੈਂਟ ਆ, not general state of mind. ਜੋ ਜਨਰਲੀ ਬੰਦੇ ਦਾ state of mind ਆ ਉਹ ਰੈਲੇਵੈਂਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਊਗਾ. state of mind towards relevant fact and along with fact and issue. ਤੇ state of mind ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ. it can be in good faith, it can be in bad faith, or it can be negligent, it can be rashness, ill will, or any type of knowledge, particular knowledge or specified knowledge. It can be any state of mind towards relevant fact or fact and issue. So section 12 has also attached two explanations. Let's have a look at explanation 1. A fact relevant as showing the existence of relevant state of mind must show state of mind exists, not generally but in reference to particular matter in question. ਉਹੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਜੋ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਦੱਸ ਚੁੱਕਿਆ ਵਾਂ. State of mind towards particular question which is in matter. So basically the relevant fact or fact in issue. So general state of mind will not be relevant. That we have already discussed. So this explanation 1 does the justice. So let's move to explanation 2. But where upon the trial of a person accused of an offense, the previous commission by the accused of an offense is relevant within the meaning of this section, the previous conviction of such person shall also be a relevant fact. So explanation 2 provides that in case the person is being prosecuted for any offense, so in a case of a criminal trial, if he's already held guilty of any crime in any previous conviction, that his previous conviction will be a relevant fact to show his character, to show his general state, to show his state of mind which is already corrupt. So in a criminal trial where the accused person is already held guilty in any previous conviction, so that previous conviction will be a relevant fact under explanation 2 to the section 12. So that's all is in section 12. Section 12 provides for the relevancy of state of mind or bodily feeling towards relevant fact or fact and issue. So these state of mind can be any, it can be in good faith or it can be in bad faith. So this is section 12. So ਇਹਦੀਆਂ section 12 ਦੀਆਂ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਬੇਰੈਕਟ there are lot of illustrations ਜੋ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ read ਕਰਨੀਆਂ ਚਾਹੀਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ. You should read, and if you face any problem or in case of any non-understanding of any fact or any concept in any illustration, you can just message me or you can just comment below. So I will help you to explain each and every illustration. So the homework for you guys is that, so I have explained you section 12. So you have to read each illustration word by word, because most of the preliminary questions comes from the illustrations, be it any judicial exam or be it any public prosecutor exam or any other kind of exam. So you will get the same facts or just little up or down in facts, and the concept is same. So you get most of the preliminary questions, and in some states also you get the questions in mains also. So read each and every illustration of section. So section 13, it states that when there is a question whether in fact was accidental or intentional or done with the particular knowledge or intention, the fact that such formed part of series of similar occurrences in each of the person doing the act was concerned is relevant. ਜਦੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਐਕਟ ਕਮਿਟ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਲਗਾਉਣਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਵੀ ਇਹਨੇ ਜਾਣ ਬੁੱਝ ਕੇ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ ਵਿਦ ਇੰਟੈਂਸ਼ਨ ਔਰ ਇਟ ਇਜ਼ ਜਸਟ ਐਨ ਐਕਸੀਡੈਂਟਲ, ਤੇ ਜੇ ਉਹੀ ਪਰਸਨ ਨੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵੀ ਉਹੀ ਐਕਟ ਕਮਿਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੋਵੇ in same series of transaction, then the previous act will be relevant fact to find out his act which is committed now, whether it is accidental or intentional. Suppose let's take an example. Let's take illustration A. That's the easier and simple one. Suppose A has insured his house. So he just burns down his house to get the insurance amount first time. So he got the insurance amount by burning his house with intention. Now second time he again burns the house to claim insurance amount. Now in second instance, his first act of burning the house to get the insurance amount will be a relevant fact. It is just as simple. So section 13, it just provides that any your previous conduct or previous act which is part of similar occurrences, that previous act or occurrence will be a relevant fact in future occurrence which is part of same series. So that's it. It's non-operational section. It usually comes very less in exams. So now let's move to section 14. Existence of course of business when relevant. When there is a question whether a particular act was done, the existence of any course of business according to which it naturally would have been done is a relevant fact. ਜਦੋਂ कोई भी any particular or natural type of business is done, जो natural occurrence ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, that will be a relevant fact. So मैं ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ example ਦੇ ਕੇ ਸਮਝਾਉਣਾ, it will be then you will understand in a better way. Let's take illustration A. The question is whether a particular letter was dispatched. The fact it was the ordinary course of business for all letters put in a certain place to be carried to a post and that particular letter was sent in that place are relevant. Suppose ਇੱਕ ਲੈਟਰ ਆ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਪੋਸਟ ਕਰਨਾ, ਉਹ A ਤੋਂ B ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ, B ਤੋਂ C ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ, C ਤੋਂ D ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ. So there are 4 points. So the fact in issue is that whether the post has been posted from point A to D. Fact in issue ਇਹ ਆ ਵੀ A ਤੋਂ D ਤੇ ਉਹ